It's working! I have to do it. I have to do it. Let's do it! Oh! Gosh, this was a mistake. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. We are building our own Star Wars Podracer. Hey guys, welcome back to the Star Wars headquarters. This is Ryan, and we're playing a game called Trailmakers, which pretty much allows you to build anything that you want to. And in this video, our challenge is going to be to build the Podracer that Anakin raced in Episode 1, or at least our own version of the Podracer. And we're going to use all the different tools available to us in Trailmakers, the game. And this might be just our first build. We may do more of these in the future, so we may turn this into a video series. Let me know if you want to see that. But guys, let's get to it and build ourselves a Podracer. Alrighty then, so we have little Anakin here who is ready to build his Podracer. I think we're going to start with the raw jet engine, because every foundation of a good Podracer is its jet engine. So let's start here, guys, and let's see what little Anakin can make here. I think that looks pretty good. We'll have to kind of adjust the distance between these things as we go along, but let's take a look at these different parts. There's all kinds of parts. We got steering hinges, which I think will be very important. We got blocks here, which can form the foundation and frame of our Podracer. So we'll put that in between for now. Okay, so we've built our frame here, guys. It's starting to look a little bit more like a Podracer. Again, it's probably not going to look exactly like it. I'm going to take this hinge piece here, like the steering piece, which controls the steering, and put it on the end here and try to attach it to my boosters. I got to rotate this thing around so it's facing the right way here. This is serious business building this Podracer, guys. I kind of appreciate what Anakin does. That is definitely not going to work. Okay, there we go. So I've positioned the hinges outward and attached my boosters to the hinges that way. So far, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I'll have to make sure this is all connected, of course. But I'm going to add some aerodynamic parts to the Podracer, if you will. These will kind of help with wind resistance, or it'll just make it heavier and it will fall into the ground. We'll see. Aerodynamics complete. Now it's time to add the seats. And the seat is not my first choice, to be honest with you. It's a little bit bulky. I wish it was you know, first of all, I wish it had no canopy over it, but this will have to do for now, guys. That's going to have to be our Podracer seat right there, because Anakin has to have a place to sit. You don't want him just sitting directly on the booster, so let's get this seat in there. And it's starting to look kind of like the shape of a Podracer. This is going to be very interesting to see how this thing moves, because Trailmakers, it's really physics-based, and it's really based on how you position your boosters, and it also considers the weight distribution of all of these parts, so I'm sure our first test run is going to be interesting. Okay, so I've reconfigured the Podracer just a little bit, and I'm trying to get the bottom of this to kind of hover, so I'm going to use this hover thingy here, and get this to lift up. See if we can. We're going to have to connect it to the actual blocks, because it's weird how this thing connects. Let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, I think little Anakin's finally figuring out the Podracer. He has the hover booster on, and now what Anakin is trying to do is put this little thruster on the side. And he has to do this because he has to win the race, become a Jedi, and then become the Darth Vader we all love, because that's his story. So let's get this done right. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. This little thruster, it should help me steer. So I can assign this. I should be able to assign this to my keyboard. And then when I press my steering keys, it'll activate this booster and then kind of jettison me to the right and left. So we'll see if that works. Okay, I think it's looking pretty good, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and test it out here, or at least attempt to test it out. I'm feeling overly confident. Okay, let's get this thing. There we go. Whoa! Okay. The turning is definitely working on this thing. Maybe a little bit too much turning. Oh, look at those boosters. The front, okay, the front is definitely dragging, but it's working. We have thrust. Anakin is on his way to become the best pod racer ever. Seems like the boosters go off, though. It's not like a constant thrust. Weird. Yeah, they're quitting on me. The boosters, guys, they have a limit. But my hover jet below my cockpit is constantly going. So I'm going to have to figure out why my boosters are shutting off. Let's see. I think I figured out the culprit. It was the actual booster type. So I'm completely changing booster types. I'm going to try this one. Hopefully it gives me, you know, thrust for a long time and does not shut off automatically. The other one I think is just for a shorter boost. It's a more powerful engine, but it's for a shorter boost. So here, let me test this out real quick. Okay, great. It's not shutting off. You'll notice the one to the left shut off. So let's go ahead and switch the one to the left to a booster that lasts forever. Because we need maximum thrust, guys. We can't have a booster turning on and off. Anakin needs maximum speed. This is serious business. This is the Fast and Furious of pod racing. Okay, we're going to attach it right there. There we go. We got two of them. And you'll notice, by the way, I put like a little center thing in the middle there. It's kind of like a jet engine that shoots straight down. So I'm hoping that lifts the front up. We'll see if that works. Yes. Okay, again, the turning still needs work. There we go. Now let's see if these things last. Come on. Yes, we're getting maximum thrust. It's working. Okay, I think we're making progress, but the front, it's definitely still dragging, and I'm guessing we're still not at our maximum speed. At least I hope not, because this thing looks slow. To solve our dragging problem in the front, which I think is causing some speed issues, we're going to go ahead and put these thrusters on the front and point them straight down. I'm hoping this works. I should be able to assign these to a key on my keyboard. Press that key. These shoot straight down and then lift the front up. I'm hoping it doesn't lift the front up too much. But these thrusters, they're working for the turning so far, from what I see. So maybe they'll work for keeping the front up and not, you know, and prevent it from dragging. So let's give this a try. Looks pretty cool too. Doesn't look too bad. Oh, let's go and give this a try. Oh, you know what? I assigned to the wrong key. Hold on. I was assigning it to the repair key. Let's do... there. I'm gonna do T. T. So that way, when I hit the T key, those babies should activate. Come on, baby. Okay, I definitely hear something. Okay, I think we're getting a little bit of lift. Oh, yeah. I don't think it's dragging as much. I think this might be it, guys. Okay, we're definitely getting a little bit more speed, I think. At least it feels that way. Just another day in pod racing building. Okay, so we've added the booster on the back. Let's give this a try. Let's give our back booster a try. Oh my gosh. It is moving fast now. Okay. Yikes. Okay, I don't want to go in the water. Holy cow. Okay, the front end is definitely lifting. What in the world? Oh, I wonder if the back end is too heavy now or something. What is going on? Okay. Oh, God. This is not good. Oh, jeez. It's in the water now. Oh, my pod racer. Oh, I lost it. This is Anakin's first moment of humility. His first lesson into becoming a Jedi. Oh, it's gone. Alrighty, so I think we will figure out a way to get that underneath. Those thrusters were not working, so we're going to try putting these little hover pods below the two jet engines and connecting them somehow. I'm hoping this works, guys. I'm getting desperate. I've been working on this pod racer for a while now. I'm hoping this prevents the front end from lifting too much, because in our tests, our initial tests, it did not go well. Anakin died multiple times. Alright, let's give this bad boy a test. Very careful, careful. Please don't lift in the front. Okay. Alright, it's getting long. This thing is so hard to control. Here, we're gonna give it maximum thrust. Come on, get it. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm feeling it, guys. I'm feeling it here. Okay. I'm getting some speed. Are you serious? Come on. These aerodynamic fins should hopefully add some stability. Keyword being hopefully. Because, as you know, it's been an interesting experience so far, and I'm hoping these fins do something to stabilize the whole thing, so let's see how this feels. Because when I'm turning, it's just out of control. Oh yeah, it's straightening out right away. Holy cow, that made quite the difference. I'm free! Oh wow, this is making a huge difference, guys. I have to do it. I have to do it. Let's do it! Oh! Gosh, this was a mistake. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. Oh man, Anakin has gone through so many Podracers at this point. He can't count them on his two hands. He's using his toes. Well guys, I think Anakin is pretty proud of his first Podracer. I think I've made some serious progress here, and I've added a booster that goes backwards in the front for braking. It's getting pretty wacky, but I'm definitely getting some speed going across here. Oh, that's the first time I made it across the water, too. Okay, so I think I'm pretty happy with what I've gotten so far. So, we managed to cross the water for the very first time, guys. So that was definitely a hurdle we've overcome. Who's that jet engine? So you can see that the front jet engine I've added also is helping with braking. No, I lost in the water again. But guys, there it is. Let me know, do you guys want to see pod racing return to Star Wars games? Pretty much every day that I live stream Star Wars Battlefront 2, one of you guys mentioned that you want to see pod racing return. We've been talking about that we'd like to see it appear in Star Wars Battlefront 2, so maybe that will happen someday, especially since the developers said they are going to be introducing radically different game modes in the future, and it would be really cool to see, especially since you guys want to see it so much, and I definitely want to see it come to Star Wars video games, because I'm a huge fan of racing games, guys. I love speed, and I love pod racers, and it would be so cool to see these things return to Star Wars video games. But guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, and if you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time, and may the Force be with you always. Wow.